Where the fuck is my pen? Where's my pencil? What? Oh, that'll do. Hi, welcome back to Frieren, Season 2, Episode 6. 5, not 6. Why did I write 6 here? What? Must have been last time. Did I finish the video by saying it's gonna be 6? What the hell? Oh, last week. What happened last week? Not a lot. Although the episode was over 20 minutes, it felt like a 2-minute video. Episode. Now, what is going to await us in the second half of Frieren? Well, no, it's actually still episode 5, so we're technically halfway through, but just not yet. Last week, we did not learn much. We had another cozy, slice-of-life-ish episode. We had a date. We had a what I would call a half-botched date. It could have been better, story-wise, not experience-wise. Like, Stark could have done a better job, that's what I meant. We talked a lot about Frieren and Frieren and their weaknesses. It felt like that Frieren... They kind of nerfed Frieren, that's how it felt. I know, a lot of people said, oh, another anime about an OP mage. No, it's not really that way, but a lot of people also didn't watch further than just a few episodes. So, I'm wondering if the manga or the studio who worked on this anime decided to make Frieren a little bit more human, I guess? More normal? Less strong? Because in Season 1, it felt like nothing could ever touch her, except for herself. When, well, spoiler alert, but if you're here then you've seen Season 1, but when she fought herself in Season 1, that's the most damage that she got. We've seen her weakness when she was with, I forgot his name, but with that one healer, when they fought that flower monster. That's the closest I've ever seen in Frieren becoming, well, maybe useless is not the right word, but she was basically not able to fight for herself, or alone, which showed us that there needs to be a team in order to survive this world. She's been alone for years, like ages. In fact, I guess 1,000 years in this case. How the fuck did she survive this long alone? I mean, maybe she didn't do much, she didn't fight monsters, she didn't do anything, but yeah, no, last episode kinda showed us that she would still be not able to defend herself alone, but even with Fan and Stark, it felt like a little bit of a downplay in her abilities and her skills and her knowledge. But maybe that's just the scene that it was. What else did we see? We saw, that's it. What the fuck? That's all I noted. I mean, we've seen the beginning of the Northern Plateau. That's what I wanted to say. We didn't see much of it yet, though. We saw one monster, one demon. He was strong, I guess. That was the scene where I talked about how they had weaknesses. But other than the date and that's all we saw in the previous episode. So, what awaits us in this episode? I'm hoping the start of the Northern Plateau arc, I guess, or just plot point. It could be exciting. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. As you know already, I am mildly concerned. Not about the experience or the enjoyment of the anime, but the follow-up of the first 4 episodes. Because if it's gonna continue like that, it'll be fine. It'll be a good anime. I just kind of hope they would start slow, reach a peak point, get lower from there and on out, and then ride the wave in a highlight at the end of the anime or the season. That's what I kind of hoped for, but hey, they decided to go this slow route, so I'll give them that. Yeah, no, I also did some kind of changes to my camera here. Well, the camera is still the same, but when I look at myself, before it was like this. As you can see, I'm looking at myself, I'm looking at the camera. So it's right next to each other. But the anime was on this side here, so if I'm looking at my screen here for the anime, I'm not sure if it's a good idea that I'm looking in that direction here, or if I should just move the anime here so that I'm looking here, almost straight to the camera. I'm gonna try it once like that. Who knows, maybe it's better. I'll see it when I edit. Why not? As I'm recording this, there is a 1-week pause in Frieren. I would love to say that I planned this out perfectly and that I'm recording this episode a little bit delayed from when it comes out, in order to fill in this empty week. But I must say that I did not know that it was gonna be a pause week, so I guess I'm lucky. I'm uploading this now, and next week when the next episode comes out, I guess it'll come a little bit later, but not 1 week or 2 weeks later, I guess, in this sense. So, there's that. Let me just move this to here, move this here, make this bigger. I fixed that, I promised last time. Before it was kind of like this, so I moved it a little bit down. Where the fuck is my TV? Oh. This goes away. There we go. Yeah. This will go out. There we go. I need to clean my room. Holy shit. Well, it's not dirty or anything, but there's a lot of cardboards and stuff here, and my clothes that I still need to hang and all that. Okay. Anyways. No, fuck, no, I fucked up the camera. It was more this side. There you go. Okay. So, I will be... I have the episode ready here. Episode 6. 5. What the fuck? Why am I saying 6 the whole time? Get your copies ready because the countdown is going now in 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. Still no subtitles on the ED opening. Kinda wish there was, but I'm gonna have to watch on YouTube if there's a version for that. You know, one person I would love to know more about their past is Eisen. We've never really heard much of him other than the time he took an apprentice, but he's kind of like the mysterious member of the team of heroes, or whatever they're called, of the gang. New people we haven't seen yet. I think there were 3 people, 2 at least, but might have been someone we've already seen before. Still 29 years, at least I think. That's how beer is made. Boshaft? Oh, they removed the Ö. Hmm. I know. Little gremlin. What the fuck? Hmm. What a weird choice for a name, Boshaft. I wonder if it comes from Böshaft, which doesn't really make sense grammatically. Okay, so he's a dwarf. Yeah, thank you. So he is old. Hmm. So does Boshaft like a location? They did say before, but I Elvish inscriptions. Miljarden? Really? Hmm. All this for some liquor. Okay, so it's something to drink. It's the liquor itself. Oh. Yeah, what the fuck? Please don't. Let me just write that down. Again, changes of characters. Why? are they suddenly willing to help something that will take 3 months of their lives? I guess they're adapting to Frieren at this point. Both have fast drink. By doing nothing. New character. New elf. Miljarden. Hmm. That was simple enough. Minus 3 months. Good, bad. Is he gonna laugh? Normal. And everyone gets to drink shitty beer. Liquor. That wasn't plot point number one. Wait, so this is inside the Northern Plateau? Alright. Yeah. It's like a piece of wood. The views remind me of a hike I took recently. You sitting? What's it called? Proof of first mage. First class mage. The rest doesn't. Oh no. Wanted, dead or alive. It's probably not enough. Obviously. 300 years? The fuck? Why are you scared of these? You're the most powerful elf, or one of the most powerful mages in the world. Do something. Oh my god. Comedy. Of course there is. She could You know what? I'm not even. She gets to keep her staff. So obviously she's gonna. She could snap her finger and everyone would be put asleep or something. Or worse. What does she do? Yeah, I was gonna say, 4 people in a mine is not really long. You know how slow progress is in a mine? Yeah, fuck you. There's an elf on that coin. So we know where this is going. What an ass thing to do. Couldn't you have asked nicely? This could have been solved so much easier. Time skip. Oh, we found silver. Show us how they found silver! Manny. End of episode. Alright. It's kind of what I expected. Oh my god. This anime keeps doing it. It keeps doing the same thing. I keep complaining about it. Show us the details! Show us! I still think I like the ED more than the opening, music wise, and also kind of visually wise. A demon slaying request. Nothing new, but could be interesting. So, right, I forgot to write this. Okay, so, uh, I mean, hey, what do you want me to say? It's a Frieren episode. Okay, where do I even begin? So, this episode had a little bit more, but still not enough that would satisfy me. The episode, there's a few things that I need to rewatch because I haven't noted down and I might have missed it. But so the beer region, which literally translates to beer, of course, why not? Uh, the little gremlin, the little dwarf, looking for a long forgotten liquor or beer or drink, alcoholic beverage called Boshaft. A really weird pick for a name. Boshaft. I mean, is Boshaft even a name itself? Boshaft. Boshaft. Malicious, yeah. I mean, I thought it was written Boshaft. Although, yeah. But it's a word that no one ever uses. It's like Boshaft. Boshaft. Is it really? Yeah, it comes from the word böse, which means mean or evil spirited, evil. Just but Boshaft is I at least here in Switzerland I don't hear anyone ever use it. It might be old Germanic or current in current German linguistics it's being used, but uh, it's like saying evilness. Who says this evilness is scary? It's a word that you don't really use a lot. It's whatever. I mean they call a liquor that tastes terrible evilness or boshaft in this sense. We have well, I finally found it, but we finally saw a new elf, a new character, which I'm sure we'll never see ever again, which already pisses me off. I kind of wanted to see more about it. They oh man, they bring up such an interesting character. Like, when was the last time we saw a new elf? It was that monk, and then during the arc at the end of the season 2. Man, I don't even know what to say. I kind of wanted to know more about her. Her name is Milliarde, which literally translates to milliard, which means billion. Here in Europe, we don't say billion or trillion. We say milliarde, billione, billiarde. Trillionen, Trilliarde, and so on. What is a milliard? That's one thing when I grew up with the English language, I found really weird because when you guys go from 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, it's the same for us. But then you guys go a billion, a trillion, a quadrillion, and so on. Instead of that, a billion for us is a milliarde, a milliard. Uh, a trillion for you is a billion for us. And then the same thing goes up, and that's a completely different brand that I'm gonna spare you guys. But whatever. The girl's name is Milliarde or Milliard. She, I guess she worked her whole life trying to make this liquor, failed terribly, and the meaning of the story, the message of the story is, no matter how terrible an alcoholic beverage is or your long time life goal is, you can still smile about it or laugh about it with friends. So I guess there's that. Um, seeing the dwarf for the first time, it immediately kind of gave me acknowledgement for what I said early, that I wanted to know more about Eisen. We did not. I kind of hoped we could have some correlation between both dwarves, but alas, we didn't. We got a little bit of Haita, who confessed that no matter how terrible a drink is, as he said, and as I already said, you can laugh about it with other friends. Whatever. We have also a new Burg, town, city, village, castle. I that's one thing I wanted to look up again. I missed the name, if they ever said one. They just said something about the Northern Plateau. So the Northern Plateau. Let me just see. I have it right here. Here, that's what I thought. Yeah, they didn't really say the name, but they said that's the Norm Company's estate. So the whole castle is an estate, and their inhabitants are merchants. So they are kind of keeping the balance of humanity there by trading things between each settlement, I guess. So there's that. Frieren, once again, proves to be kind of useless in a situation where two big, bulky humans grabbed her by the arm, forcing her to work into the mines. The mines yearn for the elves, apparently. So, I know it's comedy, it's for the joke. I kind of wish, though, that they would not belittle our beloved elf, but I guess the story needs that. She repays her debt, her immense debt, by finding a silver node that was apparently under the castle this whole time. So, what have they been doing for 90 years? I would ask, or more, since the guy who talked to Frieren before was 2 generations ago. But let's just say like around 100 years ago, they did not find that silver vein, and now suddenly we didn't see how much time passed, but apparently not more than a week, I would say, maybe not even a day. She was looking for that silver place, and then jump cut, they found it. That's another one of my complaints. I wanted to see more. Show me the details, show me the deets. I wanted to know more about this elf. I wanted to know more about how she found the silver. I mean, sure, I don't want them to show us how they're gonna hack the wall for like 10 minutes straight, but may add some drama to it, like mind collapse. Oh, she saves. Oh, okay, we forgive you because you saved our workers. Oh, it could have been so much complex, but no, they kept it very simple. And alas, that's what we got. But hey, overall, it was not a bad episode. I kind of have come to accept that this season is going to be a smooth ride, I'd say. It's like not too many plot points, not too many cliffhangers or cliffhangers is also another thing that I was hoping to see more in Frieren, especially since in season 1 we saw a few episodes that ended in cliffhangers, but this one so far kind of ended in a nice story of and they lived forever on. So yeah, that's basically what I wrote. Yeah, I mean, again, new characters that we probably won't ever see again. That's the tradition in Frieren season 2, I'd say. Man, imagine if in another season or at the end of this season we get to see everyone again and somehow they add more to the story. One can dream, right? So yeah, very short reaction, very short episode. Well, still the same length, but not much to talk about. Kind of bummer. I kind of wish I could talk more about it, but that's literally all that happened in the episode. I kind of wonder how she got rid of that spell though in the first plot, the where they were finding that liquor, the Boshaft liquor. She spent what 3 months at that place? Not in the cave with the magical door, but they didn't really show what she did there. I mean, they talked about the town, how they make beer. They showed a little bit of the elf. Literally not even a minute. Not even a minute of the... Well, a little bit of more than a minute. But, yeah, and then she goes to the door, does this, and then turns her hand, and the magical barrier is gone. Give us some context. Explain how it works. I'm human, you're human, we're all human, we don't know how elf magic works. At least tell us, oh, I need to study the gravitational force of this spell for a few months until I know exactly which movement to do with my... At least give us something, some small detail. But no, we got to the door, she did some hand voodoo magic, and the door opens. So, yeah. I think that's all though. We saw the new trader that owns that estate. I don't even remember his name. I mean, they said this family name, I think, but not even. Just they just call him company president. Anyways, I'm stalling this. Season 2, episode 6. Where the fuck is my... Oh, here. Season 2, episode 6 will be next week this time, for real. And for those who are watching this seasonally, this week is of course a break week, so no episode. I don't remember what reason they gave, if there's some airing conflicts or if the future episodes are not finished yet. I'm gonna look it up, maybe I'll talk about it for next week, but for now I'm writing here season 2 E6 for next week, and this time I double check. Yes, 5, 6, okay, it's right. And I'll see you next week then. Bye-bye.